Undecided South Carolina voters reveal their true thoughts before the Ingraham town hall. Are we sure this isn't just like an incel meeting? Or?
The problem is, this is someone we're talking about could win the Republican nomination. And he's going to be in court March and April, May and June. He, by his own words, said he's going to be spending more time in court than he is on the campaign trail. That's a problem. Republicans will not win if Donald Trump is the nominee.
That's true.
Now, she's trailing in the polls by double digits, but did yesterday's Fox town hall with Nikki Haley move the needle ahead of Saturday's primary? What do voters need to hear from her or from Trump to make their decision? So we decided to ask them. Raymond's back, and he's joined in Greenville, South Carolina by a panel of...
Hi, Raymond. How are you?
...undecided voters, Jason.
I've been freshly shellacked.
Tracy, Eric, Dakota, and Matt. All right, Ray, it's great to see the panel there. What's everybody saying?
What's everybody saying? I'm so glad I'm not there where I have to sit with those normals.
You know, I asked everybody, Laura, before we started, what was the big issue for them, the number one issue as they...
Immigrate border, obviously, border eggs, eggs coming across the border with fentanyl in them.
Go to the polls, and what was it?
Immigration.
Immigration.
Immigration. That's what South Carolina voters are. They're worried about people from Greece coming over on boats.
Border and immigration. Why? Jason, you are a pastor.
Yeah.
Why are you concerned about this issue?
You're a pastor. Why are you?
Just the amount of fentanyl and the drugs that are coming over. I've been to way too many funerals of people who've overdosed on fentanyl, and the resources that are being
Have you thought of maybe doing a sermon against it?
used to house migrants could be used to help the homeless here.
Mm-hmm. Tracy, you also very concerned about the border and what to do about the 10 million people who've come into the country.
Yeah, that we don't actually know came into the country, but that's a big number and it's scary, and I'll say it.
Biden.
That's what I'm worried about, the logistics of finding these people.
Yeah, where are they? I mean, you can see them. You can absolutely see them. I was in the market and I was like, there's one, We know, I know,
And sending them back home. Now, Nikki
That's right.
Haley said E-Verify is what she would use, and that's great, but criminals aren't looking for jobs, and E-Verify won't affect them. So I'd like to know how we can get them before they commit a crime.
Dakota.
Yeah, that's the thing about criminals that I think we got to fix is how do we get the criminals before they commit a crime? I agree. I mean, there's got to be something, maybe a brain chip. Maybe just like more cameras and surveillance, I think. How about wiretap everyone? I think that's a possibility, right? And float that idea,
Is a student here in South Carolina. You're concerned about the border. Why?
Why?
Think students wouldn't be concerned about this?
You'd think students wouldn't be carried. You're freewheeling it, You're getting a handy at the fucking frat house, and you're just yelling food fight, and yeah.
I'm honestly really concerned because at school I study criminology, and my colleagues are just talking about it all the time about...
Yeah, they're talking about crime all the time, and so you're like, oh my God, there's a lot of crime. Like this, I mean, we wouldn't be talking about it this much if there wasn't a lot of crime. I mean, we're studying crime, so it is the main topic of conversation. So, yeah.
The fentanyl epidemic that's coming from the border and how it's just ravaging even our campus.
And Matt, your big concern.
Well, the wall has not been completed. We've got to get that done. But I've also never met an American who would open the door and let someone in their house if you don't know who's coming in or who's on your front doorstep.
Eric?
Who are these people? Where are they? And you certainly wouldn't let somebody in if they look like these people do.
I know this is another burning issue for you. You were very impassioned.
Also, you do realize that the border isn't your door. They're still technically outside. But okay.
About it earlier.
Yes, human trafficking for me, the part of that destroying our America as far as the thought of children being molested, it just sickens me.
Rips you up. Yeah, me too.
What did he say? Hold on.
Of children being molested, it just sickens me.
Rips you up. Yeah, me too.
Rips you off? What the fuck?
Thought of children being molested, it just sickens me.
Rips you up. Yeah, me too.
Rips? What did you feel like what do you mean, he paid for a kid and they didn't deliver?
Laura, I know you have a
Rips you up, I see.
question for the panel.
Well, I'd like to know what everyone thinks about the
Nikki Haley. I mean, she's brown. The people coming across the border are brown. Connection? I think so.
additional request for $60 billion more for Ukraine. Trump tried to get $5 billion for a wall, and that was summarily rejected during his time in office. So that it put us up to about $160 billion for Ukraine, and they're now obviously at a stalemate there.
Yeah. Okay. Who supports more funding for Ukraine? Oh, I got one.
The guy in the middle. Maybe. I mean, depends.
One in the back. Matt's doing this. Why?
Well, I'm all about, defending Ukraine from Russia, but I would at least like to know where the money's going to. There's got to be some sense of accountability, and we continue to send.
You do realize we have congressional groups and groups of senators going over there and going over this stuff. They literally have oversight groups on behalf of the oversight committee that go over there and look at the stuff and talk to them and have working groups back and forth. You do realize these motherfuckers don't know that exists, do they? Jesus.
So much money, but when is another country going to pay their way?
Yeah. Go ahead, Tracy.
I'd like to see us squeeze Russia financially so they're not able to continue the war more than just throwing money at Zelensky and not knowing where it's
Oh, you mean like sanctions or something? That's a good idea. I wonder if anybody's tried that.
going.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to see, accountability. Where's the money going? Who's getting it? Are they,
Could it possibly be, Pastor, if I would, that it's not that the knowledge isn't available or the information isn't out there. It's that you don't give a fuck. Because you're not telling me that somebody's, not looking. You're telling me that you're not looking.
Ukraine just lost a city, and they said they had no weapons. Where's the money for that?
Yeah. I know.
Say it one more time.
City.
Ukraine just lost a city because they didn't have any weapons. Where's the money for that?
Getting it. Are they, Ukraine just lost a city, and they said they had no weapons. Where's the money for that?
Yeah. I know that some of.
No, they didn't say they didn't have any weapons. They don't have ammo, you dumb motherfucker. An empty weapon is a fucking tent pole. Good Lord. Slava Ukraine, dipshit. Why can't I just jump through the screen and talk to these folks? Why?
You also were very concerned about inflation and what it's doing now. That was kind of the second tier issue. Why is that so important? How are you feeling in this community, Eric?
Going to the grocery store, you can't even buy a hamburger, make a hamburger helper nowadays. It's so expensive.
Going to the grocery store, you can't even buy hamburger to make hamburger helper. It's so expensive. Let's see, hamburger. Let's see. The average price of ground beef is, it's come down some. Hold on. It was at $5.35 and now it's at $5 on the average. Price of ground beef and cost per pound, 430 U.S. city average. Fresh regular ground beef, excluding round chuck and sirloin, includes organic, non-organic. Average customer price calculated per ounce of fuel. Price except for electricity. Okay, this is just the this is the Fed's number on it. Hold on. What is the price of a pound of hamburger today? For family-sized packages, 3 pounds of 70% lean. Expect to pay between $1 and $1.50 per pound. sorry. How much fucking hamburger do you need for a? What's the recipe? I don't make hamburger helper, motherfucker. Hold on. How much is hamburger? Hold on. Hamburger helper recipe. Fucking, what does it say on the box? Jesus. 1 pot homemade hamburger helper. Okay. Homemade hamburger helper. That's all they say. Original. There it is. The original hamburger helper recipe. Let's do it. Get in here, you dumb son of a bitch. All right. Oops. Hold on. Get down here. I've got to show you. 1 second. It's a multi-step process. So, hamburger helper. Step 1. Let's see. In a large saute pan with a lid, brown the ground beef over medium. How much? How much ground beef? 30 minutes. Best hamburger helper with a novice chef. Okay, there it is. How to cook it. Get 1 pound of ground beef. You're using 93.7? What the fuck's wrong with you? 80-20, you dumb motherfucker. Yeah, you'll need to drain the grease, but then it's not grease, it's fat. What's wrong with you? No difference between grease and fat. All right.
The average family, they can afford it. What are they going to?
The average family can afford, Jesus Christ. Okay, Trump's on Fox News right now. Okay. The average family absolutely can afford hamburger helper, you dumb fuck. $1.50 for a pound of ground beef, and then whatever hamburger helper costs the same. Fuck are you talking about?
Going to do? They can't afford it.
Mm-hmm. The other big issue, you heard Haley raise a little bit of it. She has made the age of Donald Trump and Joe Biden central to her campaign. Does Donald Trump's age concern you all?
No. Not me.
Yule?
No.
Yule Brenner? Etc., etc., etc. Yule? What is it, fucking Christmas? You all? Is this asshole trying to get down south?
I would say in general, we should try to go more towards younger people running for office.
Yeah, we should go more towards younger people running for office. Shut up until you graduated, you dumb fuck.
Uh-huh. Okay. Laura, you had another question.
Well, I think the bottom line is, what do you think
Not so much a question as a, what's wrong with you?
our role should be in the world when we're $37 trillion in debt? When we
Why don't you get to the point where we should leave Ukrainians to die? Yeah, ground beef is $5 more or more a pound in Canada. Oh, good lord. It's $5 in New Zealand. You guys have Costco? I mean, come on. It's expensive. 80-20 is about $5 per pound in many places. It's not that expensive. Hold on. I buy it in those strips of 3 at Costco. Hold on. And now we're going to get in a conversation about food. Okay, hold on. Costco Wagyu ground beef. They also have bison there that I get sometimes as well. Where is it? Yeah. This is... Yeah, this is Wagyu, and it's $16 for 3 of these. And I mean, I don't eat much else past it. 48 ounces. Related products rather. And then I think there's a regular ground beef or something. Hold on, I'll find that as well. But I mean, it's fucking Wagyu, which is really weird. Like that's fancy pants. Let's is American Wagyu cheaper than A5 Wagyu? Okay, well, they're back and forth. Are they worth it? Images of Costco, blah, blah, blah. Wagyu steaks are obviously expensive. Costco price of ground beef. There you go. Yeah, so Costco, there you go. Around $3.49, according to Costco and Reddit. Regular ground. Oh, quit it, you jerk. This thing always freaks out. Around $3.49 a pound. This is, which is 88% lean. Yeah, so $3.49 a pound. Again, that is a meal with a hamburger helper. That's $8. That's dinner. Point being is that I'm going to put it out there that none of these folks, except maybe the guy in the middle, look like they're low on calories, if that makes sense. I'm just saying that's what it traditionally, that's not what starving people look like. That's what people who have plenty banana helper, nobody eats banana helper. I'm just saying none of these folks look like they've skipped a dessert in a while. Right? You know what I'm saying? I think you do. Walmart is 2.5 pounds for $11, 2.25. Yeah. And, congratulations. You live in a time where, fat isn't a miracle. There's a reason why Buddha was fat, because it was like, everybody was like, holy shit. You imagine how happy you'd be if you had that much gut? Because I'm starving all the time. It was an aspirational character for them.